Hey there friends, what kind of gun safe do you currently use? You may want to rethink that after this video. A post this week from the very famous internet twins, the Hodge twins, on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, reveals some pretty interesting stuff here. This is linked to the whole January 6th thing. I'm not going to get too deep into that. I want to get more into the meat and potatoes of why I'm putting this video together. They posted that last week a friend of ours was raided by feds over January 6th. His name is Nate Hughes and he's from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Nate was raided by the FBI and arrested at gunpoint. His girlfriend, who just had miscarried, was held at gunpoint and put in handcuffs. The FBI turned off his security cameras, unplugged his internet, and flipped his house upside down in a search. The feds called the manufacturer of his Liberty gun safe and got the passcode to get into it, all for protesting at the Capitol over 2.5 years ago. Now we've got footage from this same post of Mr. Hughes being arrested, I believe at a business that he was a part owner on. And you'll notice that the feds roll up in full tack gear. They've got their plate carriers on. I assume they actually have plates in there. And they have drawn M4s or M16s or AR-15s, whatever they actually are carrying. You can tell, once again, we are probably dealing with some very low-end diversity hires. And they roll up in this very intimidating fashion to a guy that is clearly no threat, literally wearing short pants or shorts, a t-shirt, and a baseball cap. I don't understand the need to have 5 fully armed people roll up on him like this, but hey, you know, that's how they roll, right? Then they show some security cam footage from the Hughes home, where no less than 10 federal agents roll up in their taxpayer-funded vehicles. Yes, 10 vehicles roll up. That's your taxpayer dollars hard at work. Now the real controversy comes from that first paragraph where they state the feds called the manufacturer of his Liberty gun safe and got the passcode to get into it. Liberty gun safe received a lot of blowback on their social media accounts, and they felt the need to put this out. On August 30th, 2023, Liberty Safe was contacted by the FBI requesting the access code to the safe of an individual for whom they had a warrant to search their property. Our company protocol is to provide access codes to law enforcement if a warrant grants them access to a property. After receiving the request, we received proof of the valid warrant, and only then did we provide them with an access code. Liberty Safe had no knowledge of any of the details surrounding the investigation at the time. Liberty Safe is devoted to protecting the personal property and Second Amendment rights of our customers and has repeatedly denied requests for access codes without a warrant in the past. We do not give out combinations without proper legal documentation being provided by authorities. We regularly update our policies to ensure both compliance with federal and state law and reasonable consumer privacy protections within the law. First and foremost, Liberty Safe is committed to preserving our customers' rights, and we will remain unwavering in those values. Liberty Safe. Friends, I don't have to tell you how disturbing that is to me. We have an organization who makes their money off of Second Amendment supporters, yet whenever a warrant is provided, a simple warrant is provided to the management of Liberty Safe, they relinquish a code to get into whatever safe they need to get into. A warrant, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, a warrant does not mean guilt, right? Let me be clear on this. A warrant is not proof that somebody had committed a crime. It is simply proof that they are being accused of a crime, right? So I don't understand the whole concept of relinquishing access because a person is being accused of something. I have a little bit of an issue with the fact that they are simply shown proof of a warrant, and that gives them the go-ahead, the green light to say, all right, guys, you can have full access to this man's stuff. Again, no proof that he's guilty of anything. So what are you giving them access to, and how do you know it's warranted? No pun intended here. I'm curious if Hunter Biden had a Liberty gun safe and somebody had a warrant to search that safe, if Liberty gun safe would give them the code on that. And let's not forget that when Apple was actually contacted to access a phone one time using the same method, a warrant, Apple refused, saying that it was private property. They weren't going to allow that. I have a question with Liberty Gun Safe, that you did not have an obligation to give access to this safe. You're not obligated by any law to give access to this. That is your agreement with these customers, is that is their private property. And for you to give somebody access to their private property would be no different than somebody having a warrant to search a house and, I don't know, Google or whomever giving the code to access the front door. Hey, you have the warrant, you gain access. That's the way I look at it. Now, I'm not one to say boycott, 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 but I think you should take this into consideration if you're in the process of purchasing a safe. Is Liberty Gun Safe the safe company that you feel like you should be buying from? That's your choice, right?
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
He's so